Hey guys, welcome once again to MoneyMatters, and today I'm gonna take a very short break and discuss something different. I'm going to be talking about Cytonn. Cytonn is one of the investment firms in Kenya, and I know so many people have used Cytonn, so I've been getting a lot of questions and inquiries asking if people should pull out their money from Cytonn because they've had some issues lately with regards to management and court cases and stuff like that. So I thought, you know what, since I always tell people, what to invest in Kenya, or I recommend what to invest in Kenya, it's not bad to actually talk about something that's public, something that every single person is worried about. So Cytonn has had a number of issues. So we're going to look at some of these issues and if you should still invest in Cytonn. So once again, guys, welcome to MoneyMatters, and here we talk about the money mindset, how to make that money, how to enjoy that money, how to manage that money, how to invest that money, and how to ensure yourself of a lifetime of income. Those who are new, please subscribe below and stay tuned to the channel. Lots of nice content coming, very relevant, very helpful if you want to make money, you want to build wealth, and of course, share with every single person you think would benefit from this kind of content. So for those who are returning, as usual, I am so grateful to you guys. We're beating these numbers. I'm already at, I think, 800 and something, and we're hitting that 1,000 very soon. So if you want to push us over the edge, please share. Let me just make a short video about Cytonn. Cytonn is one of the investment companies that I did believe had a very good vision with regards to what they wanted to achieve, because they were looking at some of the areas that are doing very well internationally, and they had a very good team. They had a team with a mixture of people who have lived internationally, who lived abroad and lived in Kenya, and so they understood both the markets, and they were able to evaluate on what they actually wanted to give the Kenyan market with regards to investments. Now, those who do not know, Cytonn is just an investment firm in Kenya. Cytonn is one of the best and one of the most popular so far. It has had its fair share of challenges and bad publicity, but I believe that going by the papers I've seen, because I've used them personally, I have invested with them, going by what I have seen, going by their reports, going by their financial records, Cytonn had a very good dream and still has a very good dream, but they've had certain issues, and sometimes investors get worried about certain issues. So what is my advice as someone who has worked with them and someone also who invests with other companies when such issues come up? Now, Cytonn was more focused on things like, innovation, technology, healthcare, real estate, and of course, asset management. They were trying to give the best to their customers, and most of the management team came from another very successful company in East Africa, so they understood the environment very well. But they've had a bit of issues, and these are the issues. One of the issues I do believe they've had is with regards to their management. They haven't had a solid management. They haven't had a good management that can actually drive this agenda. So they've had certain issues. They maybe had different ideas with regards to what they wanted, or everyone wanted their idea to be more prominent than the other. So there have been squabbles about how to, manage the company. But the main issue they have had is with regards to investors, and sometimes people saying that investors cannot access their money. So this has been an issue for a while now, and I do believe this is something that's worrying to investors. So my advice is usually very simple. If you see an investment firm having such issues, you should, at least for that period of time, be very careful, because that's how it begins. Some of the issues Cytonn has had over the period, I think since 2019, 2020. Let me just read some of the. Cytonn bleeds as key investors pull out funds. Investors seek Cytonn liquidation over 14 million Kenya shillings debt. That was in December 2020. And then Cytonn's dream to build a 21 billion tower in city shattered. That was in January 2021, just recently. CMA and Cytonn embroiled in court war again. CMA is the Capital Markets Authority that actually controls one wing of Cytonn, not the whole of it, because they have different funds in there, different wings in there. Inside Cytonn's war with Capital Markets Authority, lawyer wants Cytonn probed. A lot of things happening for Cytonn, but this is an investment company that so many people invest with. So what's happening and what should you do? Simple. I think one of the things I always tell people is that when it comes to their money market fund, which is a completely different wing of Cytonn, you must understand that Cytonn has different wings. Cytonn has asset management in there, it has real estate in there, it has private equity in there, it has different wings dealing with different things. So when you hear of Cytonn, you may think that everything is just in there. Of course, sometimes everything can be in there, but there are very separate and very independent wings within Cytonn. and therefore it is important to understand that they may have issues with the one wing of the investment firm and not the other wing. So personally, I've invested in their money market funds and it's been quite okay, quite smooth, quite good. And I must always say that they've given very good returns, 10%, 11%, not actually given by most money market funds in Kenya. So they have been good in that access. And of course, you can access your money anytime. It's short term, it's liquid. And sometimes I tell people who come to me that you can invest with them as long as this is some money that you want for the short term goals. But if you want to invest long term, or you want to go into the real estate department, or you want to go into private equity issues, that's a completely different way. And you need to know exactly what you're getting into. So the main thing here is know which wing of Cytonn you're going into, know more about that wing and what's happening at that particular time, and look at their track record and their history with regards to that particular fund you want to invest in. What I wanted to make sure that you know is that Cytonn has different levels within it. That's number one. And number two, they've had some of the best returns with regards to money market funds, and they've never had any issues with that. So again, if you want to invest short term, if you want some liquid money that can earn you interest every single day, Cytonn is still a good option. But if you want to invest in their real estate department, you want to invest in their high yield investments, then again, high yield equity investments, then again, you have to probe deeper and know what's actually happening. So I wouldn't just blanketly say you shouldn't invest in Cytonn. I would say do your research based on the particular investment you're going to be making with them. But with regards to money market funds, I can say without fear of contradiction that it's done quite well so far compared to other money market funds. And again, I've also said it's one of the best investment firms we've had in Kenya. And it had a very good dream, very good vision in what it was doing. And sometimes we have to give these new upcoming investments an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to face these challenges. We can't just say, okay, this is happening, therefore it's going down, let me pull out my money. But of course, again, you don't want to risk your money in a stupid manner, so you need to know what's actually happening. So it's a critical balance, but what I would say is get to know what exactly are you investing in within Cytonn and what's happening in that department or in that wing. And two, if you're just investing in short-term money like 20,000 in a money market fund, 30,000 to earn your interest instead of putting it in a bank, Cytonn is still a better option. So they have had issues, they have had these court cases, they have had all these disagreements with other people, they've had failures like any other investment firm. But I do not think they should be judged based on those failures. I think we should always know what's really happening with the company. We should probe deeper into the records, the financial reports, and know how the company is with regards to their finances. So I just wanted to talk about Cytonn and what's happening, because so many people have been asking me if they're stable enough to invest with, if they can, give the best returns over a long period of time. So I hope that's helpful to those who want to invest in Cytonn. I'm with the money market fund and I still support it. I think it's a good investment, but I haven't done the real estate department. I haven't worked with them on private equity. I haven't worked with them on private wealth management and stuff like that. So the main thing is doing your due diligence before you get into it and know why you're getting into that kind of investment and for how long. Otherwise, guys, I hope that's very helpful with regards to Cytonn, and I hope you get more information. If you want to invest with any kind of investment firm, make sure you know the history, you know what's happening, you stay on top of the news. Be aware of which company you're investing with. Thank you guys. Until next time, please subscribe and share.